Okay, today we will learn a new term that's called coefficient. And I am going to directly go into the exercise to make you understand this term coefficient. Coefficient of any algebraic expression can be found out by, for example, coefficient of A. When it is mentioned A, leaving A, whatever the other terms are there in the expression, that is the coefficient. For example, coefficient of A is 3. Apart from A, any other term that is present is the coefficient of A. Similarly, coefficient of A, that means you leave A. Apart from A, what do you have? You have P. So coefficient of A is P. Next, here also coefficient of A. That means you leave this term A, and what are the other terms? You have minus 3P. So leaving A, you have minus 3P. Minus 3P becomes the coefficient of A. So in this case, coefficient of A is minus 3P. Alright. Next one. Here, leaving A, what other terms you have? You have 4 and you have y square. So coefficient of A is 4y square. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, coefficient of any term is leaving that the rest of the terms in the expression. Similarly here, coefficient of A, you leave A over here, leave out A from this particular expression and see the other terms that are there. You have minus 1 by 5P. So coefficient of A is minus 1 by 5P. Leave out A and the rest other terms, they are the answer, they are the coefficient. Okay? Suppose in this case, if I would have asked you coefficient of P, then in that case you would have left P out and then minus 1 by 5A would be the coefficient of P. Alright? Like, I'll do another example which is not given here. This is one expression, minus 4x by z. In this, if I ask you coefficient of x, then what would be the answer? If you leave out x, what are the other terms? That would be the answer. So if I leave out x, we have minus 4 y z. So coefficient of x would have been minus 4 y z. Whatever the term they are asking the coefficient, you have to leave that term and see the rest of the terms that are there. Similarly, from this example only, suppose I would have asked you coefficient of y, then what would be the answer? Again same case, whatever terms coefficient they are asking you, you have to leave that term. So in this case, coefficient of y is coefficient they want. So leave out y and the rest of the terms that are there, minus 4x z would be the coefficient of y. Okay. Similarly, if I would have asked you coefficient of z, then let's write down. Then what would be the answer? Same case. They are asking coefficient of z, so leave z out. And the other terms which are there, that would be the coefficient of z. So in this case, minus 4xy would be the coefficient of z. Okay, now question 6 also is the same coefficient. You have to find coefficient of, but unlike question 5, in this one now they have given coefficient of different terms. Like in question number 1, they want coefficient of x. In question 6 part 2, they want coefficient of m and so on. So the coefficient keeps on changing in each question. So in this one, they want the coefficient of x. this particular expression, in minus 7x y square, they want coefficient of x. So what we have to do, we have to leave out x in this expression, and whatever the other terms are there, that we need to write. So other terms are minus 7, we have to leave x, so don't write x, other term is y square. So coefficient of x means you leave out x, and whatever the other terms are there, that we need to write. So other terms are minus 7 y square. So coefficient of x is minus 7 y square. Next, in this one they want coefficient of m, okay, in mx square. So what we need to do? They want coefficient of m, so we have to leave out m, and the other terms that are there, that we need to write. So here, apart from m, we only have x square. So coefficient of m in this case is x square. Okay, coming to the third part, coefficient of x square y in this particular expression. So what we have to do here, x square y, here also x square y, we have to leave this x square y term away, and whatever the rest of the terms are there, that we will write minus 5 by 9 a. You can check. Okay, apart from x square y, what other terms we have? Minus 5 by 9, 5 by 9 a. We cannot write x square y because that's what the coefficient they want. Alright, I hope you have understood. So coefficient of x square y in this particular expression is this. Next, they want coefficient of a in minus a. Now this needs little bit simplification. Minus a can be written as minus 1a. Okay, minus a is written as minus 1a. That means if there is no constant term written along with a variable, it is assumed that 1 is always there. So minus a is same as minus 1a. Now coefficient of a will be what? You check, leave out a. What else do you have? If you leave out a, you have minus 1. So coefficient of a is minus 1. Okay, question number 7. We have to find the numerical as well as literal coefficients. Now we have to be knowing what are numerical coefficients and what are literal coefficients. Now numerical coefficients in simple term is called constant. The numerical coefficient means constants, numbers, but you have to be very particular. The signs along with the numbers also have to be included. If any number has a negative sign, then that negative sign also will come into the numerical coefficient or constants. Literal coefficients, they are actually the variables. Now the variables, the alphabets, in English alphabets from A to Z, any letters that are there, they are constants. The other name of constant is literal coefficients or simply literals. Okay, literals. So now in question 7 part 1, we have this particular monomial minus 12x squared y. This is the expression that is given. So we have so many terms here. We have minus 12, we have x square, we have y. Now out of these terms, which is the number, constant or numerical coefficient? Minus 12 is the number. So numerical. The other way you can understand is numerical. The word numerical itself comes from the word number. Okay, number, from number the word comes numerical. So numerical coefficient is minus 12. Remember I said along with number the sign also matters. Okay, so that sign you have to write if there is a minus sign. For plus sign we don't have to specifically give plus sign. because by default the number is plus. But if there is a negative sign, then that negative sign has to be written and it has to be shown. Alright, now what are the variables? As I said, all the letters of English alphabet. So what are the letters? X square, y. Now this square, you might think that square is a number. How can it be in little coefficient? Here x square simply means there are two x's. Okay, it means minus 12x into y. So instead of writing x into x, we write x square. So that x square, the square sign will also have to be written in little coefficient along with the variable. Because this square is not a number, it's the power of x. So x square y is the literal coefficient, minus 12 is the numerical coefficient. Okay, now part 2. Let us come to part 2. You have the expression 8 by 15 is square BC. So the number over here is given in fractional form. So 8 by 15 is the numerical coefficient, and the letters, the variables or little coefficients are a square BC. A square BC is the little coefficient. 8 by 15 is numerical coefficient. The same way in this case also, in part 3, the number or the numerical coefficient is minus 7 by 9 and the little coefficients are a, b, c. This also is easy. You have the expression minus 2pq. So the number is plainly visible, it is minus 2, numerical coefficient, and little coefficient is pq. pq is the little coefficient. Coming to the fifth part, here the number is minus 3 by 7. Alright, and the little coefficient is xy divided by z. Okay, I hope you understand. And the last one, the number is minus 6, and the little coefficient x square, y square, z square. Next we are going to learn about like terms and unlike terms. Okay? Like means similar, unlike means dissimilar, not similar. So those terms which have similar variables, their variables are all same. The terms may be different, but their variables are same. For example, over here, you see there are, I have written 3 expressions or 3 terms. Okay, 3 expressions are there in which their variables are all x square. See, here also x square, here also x square, here also x square. Alright, the expressions are different. Here it is 1x square, here it is 2x square, here it is minus 5 by 9x square. But their variable, their literal coefficient are all same. Okay, all x square, and x square. So opposite of like terms is unlike terms. Okay, here those expressions which have their variables different. For example, here see this expression, it is 1x square. The variable is x square. It is given in x. Here it is 2y square. The variable is given in y. Here minus 5 by 9z square. Its variable is z. So all different variables. None of the variables are same. Like here, all the variables are same. So we call these as like terms, whereas over here these are unlike terms. Okay, so now this next question asks us to identify the like terms. Like terms means those expressions having similar variables. So in this one, you have x square, you have y square, you have 2x square, z square. Now, which are the expressions having similar variables? You can see okay, clearly. Okay, x square and 2x square. Both of them have their variables as x square. Rest of them, this one the variable is given in y, and this one the variable is given in z. They are different, so they are not like terms. clearly visible, yz and yz. So this expression has variable yz. This expression 2y over yz also has variable yz. So these two are like terms. Whereas the rest of them, these two, the variable is given in xy and here only x. So they cannot be like terms. Okay, both, suppose here xy, so here also if xy was there, then they would be like terms. If only one of the variable is given, x, then this one and this one cannot be like terms. So what are the like terms here? Yz and 2y7 yz. These two expressions have like terms. Like terms means the similar variables. Alright, now let's find for this one. CAB square. Check out this one. C, even though the places are different, that doesn't matter. A is there, A is there. B square, B square. Similarly here also, C is there, C is there, A, B square, B square. And rest of them? No. So, the like terms are C, A, B square, B, B square, A, C, A, C, B square. So, in this one it might be a little confusing to you. You might say, sir, all of them have C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B. But, in this one B is given 2 times, here B is only 1 time. Okay? The number of times or the power of the variables also should be same. Here the power of B is 2, but here the power of B is nothing, it's 1. Here power of B is 1, here power of B is 1. Here C is given 1 time, A is given 1 time. Okay? That doesn't matter. But power of B doesn't match with all of them. Here 2 times, here only 1 time. Here 2 times, here 1 time. So we have to see all the factors. C should be there as many times here. So also here also. C is given 1 time, C is given 1 time. Even here also. C is once. A is given here 1 time. That means A is power is 1. Here also A is 1. Here is 1. B is given here 2 times. B's power is 2. Here also B's power is 2. Here also B's power is 2. In that way, they become like terms. Not only just by the presence of the similar variables. We say all have ABC, ABC, ABC in them. So why not all become like terms? No. Even the powers of the variables should be the same. Okay. So these are the like terms.